Hello, my name is Amanda Kazin, and I will be presenting on my key concept and internship portfolio for Loyola University, Maryland. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Currently, I'm the fourth grade teacher and the technology liaison of Mars Estates Elementary School in Essex. Mars Estates is a part of Baltimore County Public Schools. I am completing my master's program in educational technology at Loyola University, Maryland. For my internship, I had three main objectives. I wanted participants to learn about the SAMR and ACOT models and to move up between 1 and 2 levels by the end of the semester or the end of the school year. I also want those who attend my PD sessions to leave with something tangible to bring back to their own classrooms. Lastly, I wanted the staff at Mars Estates to begin using technology in more meaningful and effective ways. For my internship, I originally planned to meet with administration for a staff PD during the pre-service week in August. I aim to present on 5 main topics: SAMR and ACOT models, breakout EDU boxes, Seesaw, 3D printers, and a final session to plan a school-based technology committee. My goal was to hold sessions every other Thursday while offering a tech tip session throughout the semester for staff members who wanted to work one-on-one with the topics I presented on or on any other program they might be interested in. Another goal of mine is to eventually set up a technology committee next semester where we can come up with new topics to present on and bring information back to staff. In mid-August, I sent out a back-to-school technology survey to the staff of Mars Estates. My school consists of about 40 staff members that would be able to participate in my professional development sessions, including administrators, teachers, and paraprofessionals. I offered an incentive for those who responded and promised a sweet treat to be placed in their mailboxes upon completion. I was impressed to have 23 responses from various classroom teachers, special area teachers, special educators, resource staff, and administrators. Teachers who responded have taught anywhere from less than 1 year to 28 years. Survey responses provided a lot of insight into where my staff felt they were with technology and how much I could do to help them throughout the semester. Only one staff member rated themselves as a 5 on a scale of 1 to 5 for how comfortable they felt using technology in the classroom. Most staff felt it somewhere in the middle, and my goal is to make them see the different ways they can embed technology into their lessons and increase their comfort level. I was grateful to see that the staff at my school were honest and were looking for ways to use technology in more effective ways in the classroom. Out of the 23 responses, more than half said they would be interested in attending after-school sessions. Results were mixed for those who wanted to be a part of a school-based technology committee, and I'm hopeful that I can get staff members to buy into this idea later on this year. Finally, 34.8% of those who responded were interested in setting up one-on-one sessions to dive deeper into some of the different types of technology. This number was lower than I had anticipated, but I was hopeful that I would get a good turnout for the whole group sessions and could meet one-on-one with staff members as necessary. Some highlights from my internship include planning the staff handbook breakout EDU session held during the pre-service week in August with my principal. The back-to-school tech refresher had a very good turnout. Staff members who attended the SAMR and ACOT model session were very reflective and honest about where they felt they were in each of the models. The breakout EDU sessions were the biggest hit, and participants were genuinely engaged and excited to learn more. I loved being able to meet with multiple grade levels and resource teachers to plan breakout EDU lessons for staff and for students. And finally, I'm excited to announce that my school's math night will feature a parent versus student breakout EDU box activity. During my internship, I addressed several of Loyola's key concepts for educational technology. These 5 key concepts truly demonstrate my learning throughout this experience. Key Concept 7.1 states that candidates will be able to apply models of technology in a school, such as SAMR, TPAC, and/or TIM, to incorporate technology tools to improve learning and teaching. One of my main goals for my internship was to have participants move up 1 to 2 levels of the SAMR or ACOT models. I wanted my colleagues to either begin or continue to use technology in more meaningful and effective ways in the classroom. The first session I led was on SAMR and ACOT. Teachers were very reflective of what they felt they were on and where they strive to be by the end of the year. It led into a great discussion on what constitutes as modification, redefinition, or appropriation, and the ways that we could get there. One of the main technology tools used in my internship was the Breakout EDU program. Staff members got a first-hand look at how this tool can be used to improve learning and teaching by engaging students and challenging them to break the code. Key Concept 13.2 states that candidates will understand technological tools for collaboration with colleagues and demonstrate the disposition to use technological tools for collaboration in appropriate ways. To keep my internship materials organized and easily accessible, I used a Microsoft OneDrive folder. This folder was shared with all staff members at the beginning of my internship. Each session has its own folder, which includes the presentation, survey, and any other resources used. I also explained to staff that I would love for them to upload future lessons or resources that they find on their own and use the OneDrive to have it at everyone's fingertips. Key Concept 14.2 states that candidates will be able to demonstrate the ability to lead technology initiatives at the school or district level. My internship was based on leading various professional development sessions at my school. I led multiple sessions on Breakout EDU, Seesaw, and the SAMR ACOT models. I met with colleagues to plan and implement some of these programs in the classroom and for other staff members. Recently, the leaders of my school's math action team met to plan our math night. One teacher who attended my sessions on Breakout EDU mentioned having parents challenge students using the boxes. I'm proud and excited to see the other ways in which my school implements technology in the future. Key Concept 15.1 states that candidates will be able to apply models of professional learning to begin the process of real change in a school. In my back-to-school technology survey, I asked staff members if they'd ever heard of the SAMR or ACOT models. The majority said that they had never heard of either. By the end of my internship, 67% of teachers stated they believed they were now using technology in more effective ways. 80% of them felt that they moved up in the SAMR and ACOT model due to attending my PD sessions. I believe a part of the reason my school is starting to use technology in a more effective way is because of the models of change and using them to implement my internship. I first had to acknowledge the dissatisfaction. Then, with the support of my administration, utilizing incentives, teachers were interested in changing the way they use technology in the classroom. Finally, Key Concept 16.2 states that candidates will be able to determine and implement the best approaches to improving their technology integration efforts through a continual process of self-evaluation and reflection. After every professional development session, I sent participants a survey. Each survey would ask them specifics on the certain technology tool, how engaged they were, what I could do to keep them coming back, and if they had any questions for me. It was necessary for me to see how engaged my colleagues were and what I could do to make them continue to attend future sessions. I was also able to see who wanted to continue meeting or who I could help with a one-on-one session. In mid-November, I sent out my final internship survey and offered an incentive for those who responded. Overall, I had 13 responses. 12 out of those 13 responses were from those who responded to the original survey in August. Those who responded rated their overall experience an average of 4.89 stars. Many staff members stated that a lack of time was a main reason they did not attend any of the PD sessions. 70% are still interested in learning more, and I'm hopeful that these staff members will join future sessions from my soon-to-be technology committee. Many staff members are interested in learning about online portfolios for students, ways to engage students, student response tools, and ways to differentiate instruction using technology. After participating in the offered PD sessions, most staff feel that they are now in the augmentation level of the SAMR model and the adaptation level of the ACOT model. Most of those who responded believe that attending my PD sessions helped them move up within the levels of the two different models. Overall, I had only two main changes to my original timeline. My Seesaw online session was intended to be synchronous, but due to Baltimore County's experiencing connectivity issues, I decided to make this session asynchronous. I sent out an email to staff members explaining how to watch the online session and to complete the activities. After a week, I had only 3 participants, which was a significant decrease from my face-to-face sessions, which usually had an average of 8 participants. The second change I made to my internship was incorporating sessions on 3D printers. I originally planned to have one session on 3D printers and aim for participants to be able to create an object on Tinkercad and print it out. I also wanted to discuss ways to use 3D printing in the classroom. I decided to eliminate this session due to a lack of confidence and knowledge on the subject. I felt that I still have a lot to learn myself about 3D printers and how to effectively use them in the classroom, and wanted to gain more experience before addressing it with staff members. Luckily, the same week I was going to hold the 3D printer session, I was approached by 2 different groups of staff members who wanted help planning breakout EDU lessons. When reflecting on how my internship went, I am proud of the work I have done for my school. I think that without the support from my administration, this process would have been very different with different results. Staff members who attended the meetings continuously stated that they were engaged and excited to come back. By the end of the internship, a number of staff members felt that they moved up in the SAMR and ACOT models. I learned a lot from this experience in teaching adult learners. Incentives went a long way and kept participants coming back. I also learned that the staff at my school is fantastic, and they genuinely want to learn more. My main insight was into how much Breakout EDU was received at my school. If I had to change anything from my internship, it would be the online learning component. Due to the connectivity issues, I decided to make that session asynchronous. This resulted in only 3 participants watching the screencast and participating in the activities. I would have also liked to try to get more attendance by reaching out to specific grade levels and meeting with them in that format rather than as a whole group. Following my internship, there is still a lot of work I hope to do at my school. I first want to start a technology committee. This group can help me by brainstorming topics and needs, delivering the PD, and bringing ideas back to other staff members. I'm also very excited to continue working with my colleagues using Breakout EDU. I'm hopeful that other grade levels would like to plan lessons with me as well. Our school's math night wants to use the Breakout EDU boxes to have a parent versus student challenge. It's a fantastic feeling to have participants suggest this for a school-wide event. Finally, I would love to keep the momentum going. I hope to meet with administration to brainstorm of even more next steps and ideas to help staff members of Mars Estates move in the right direction when using technology in the classroom. Thank you so much for taking the time to view my presentation on my educational technology internship.